Well, hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. Tonight we're talking about Jack and Lilly Sullivan, who vanished from their Pictou County in Nova Scotia home on May 2nd, 2025. Since then, there has been no word or sighting of Jack and Lilly, and the question is, are we any closer to finding them? The RCMP says they're working hard, and we want to believe them, but they keep giving conflicting messages about the case, in my opinion. Yesterday, there were searchers, a volunteer group that went out and searched for Jack and Lilly. And we're going to be covering some of that this evening. But also, there's some things that I noticed that I was going over in the case, and I want to talk about that as well. A lot to talk about on the other side of this. To come in clutch. Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options, anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is November 17th, 2025. It is currently 8:09 p.m. in the East Coast of the United States. Bonjour. Super Sheen says, finally, I caught the start of a live. Good to see all of my beautiful people here in the chat as you guys are rolling on in. Good to see you all tonight. Oops, one second, just one second. Okay, sorry about that. Tonight we are talking about Jack and Lilly Sullivan, who vanished from their Pictou County and Nova Scotia home on May 2nd, 2025. There's some new news that is out today. They're covering kind of what happened with the search and all of that. And a lot of stuff I want to talk about tonight, kind of going over some things that I noticed in the documents that I didn't notice before. And, or maybe a light bulb moment as well. Guys, before we get started, first of all, I'm sorry I was extra late today. I'm really sorry. If it could happen. It did. I was fixing something and I knocked over my camera. So I had to pick that up and replug it all in and all that stuff. So apologize for that. Before we get started, if you don't mind, please hit that thumbs up button. Would greatly appreciate it. And share the live out for extra bonus points. Would really appreciate it. Yes, I get a late slip. I do. It's that's just the way it is. Justin to the office, please. You're a bad example. Justin to the office, please. We got it though. We got it. Okay, guys. All right. Well, let's get started with let me just say a few hellos. Hello, ICU, Lily, and Lily Ray. We got 2 Lilies up in here. Wolfie, good to see you. We got 3 Lilies? No, 2 Lilies. Okay. Sherry, good to see you. Heidi, Deborah, hello, darling. Lily, hello. Bonjour, darling. Portia, hello. Kitty, Squid, what's up? What's up? Marley, Tammy, we got another Tammy in here. Tina, Shannon, good to see you, doll. Kim, Misha. Who else do we got? Heidi, hello, darling. Callie, bonjour, lady. Wolfie, Susan, Teresa, Shelby, Cat in Tennessee Mountain, Robin, Canadian Cookie. How are you, darling? Who else do we got? Squid, Wolves Up. I'm issuing you a hall pass, Justin. No, I don't get a hall pass. I don't get. Hey, Gani, good to see you. All right. Hey, Mucifer, good to see you as well. Chuchi, hello, Pam, everyone. Okay, so let's get started on what came out today. Okay, let's do with what came out today before we get started on what we want to talk about. Guys, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Here we go.
Effort before winter hits for any sign of 5-year-old Jack Sullivan and his 6-year-old sister Lily. These volunteers split into 6 groups and spent a day in the woods of Lansdowne, the rural Nova Scotia community where the siblings were reported missing on the morning of May 2nd. The nonprofit group Please Bring Me Home made the trip from Ontario to coordinate people on the ground.
So this will be our side. We're going to follow it way down. Eventually, we're going to turn the river and we follow it up past Lansdowne Lake.
About 30 people volunteered to take part in the search, most of them family and friends, all coming together in the hopes of finding any clue that will lead them to Jack and Lily.
It's sad, very sad, but it's been 6 months and we need some type of closure to this case.
One focus, the area where a drone detected 2 heat sources late on May 2nd.
I think I showed this yesterday.
Just before midnight.
One appears like it could be small object sitting, just 2 heat signatures sitting close together near the water.
RCMP says
Yeah, this is from yesterday. This is the one I was going to show. Sorry about that.
And the fact that it's found
I
in the
apologize.
water, downriver, yeah, it's just strange. It's strange. So we're organizing a search for Jack and Lilly Sullivan. We are relying on community members to come and join those efforts. We're going to offer like a little bit of shooting from the hip training on walking along looking for evidence. We've had about 40 people volunteer, but overnight you've had some people drop out. So I would be over the moon if 30 people showed up. Your safety does come first. We are looking for the kids, but your safety comes first. I would say mostly family and friends. And then there's just like concerned members of the community that wanted to get involved and help search. And this is their opportunity to get that. We were not going to get involved. We were trying to stay far away from this because we felt that the RCMP were heavily involved. Search and rescue was heavily involved. They were doing a bang up job from what we could see from the outside looking in. And, as soon as you start having conversations with the family, when any family member fills out an intake with please bring me home, we always get involved in some capacity. We never say no. Of course, it's sad we're going to search for 2 missing kids, but I think that the community and the family coming together to do this effort, and a crew coming from Ontario, is hopefully overpowering that somberness.
Okay, Mikey, we're going.
Stay safe.
You guys sit.
Jesus. Can you describe how the day's been going so
Look at that. Now that's thick, right? Very, very thick. And it was in May, barely May, April, so there wasn't leaves on the trees then either.
It's been a wee bit stressful. Just trying to manage from the outside to make sure that the searchers are safe, and there's
Right.
6 groups, so it's a lot of moving around and making sure that they're okay. Like I've had to get 2 people out who needed to go out because it was too much for
I
them.
know, Tina.
So that's been a little bit difficult to manage. And then just with the cell service and the walkie-talkies not working properly, it's been really difficult. But I know where everybody is now, and we've only got a couple hours left of sunlight, so we're ahead of the game. There has been some items located that would initially be items of interest. So it looked to be like a boy's t-shirt we had located. We sent that to the RCMP. They're going to connect with family to see if it appears familiar. At this time, it doesn't appear to be a familiar shirt.
Does that look burned or something, or is it just wrinkled?
We found like a box with some people's names in it that are interesting that we're going to turn over to the RCMP.
Daniel Martell. Holy crap, hold on. Look at this. I just noticed this. This is by a river. Did y'all just notice that? This is by a river. Isn't that interesting? They said it was burnt. Okay. I didn't know if they said it was burnt. It looked burnt to me. Y'all notice that this right there, that box that was with Daniel's name on it, is by the river. Yep. Yep.
Box with some people's names in it that are interesting that we're going to turn over to the RCMP.
Yep. The
They're
geocache
actually
box.
on duty today, so just in the event that we do.
Daniel's a water person, right? Like he's a fisherman. He was wading up to his waist in water, he says.
We find something, and they were very interested in the box that we found with the certain names in it that I can't say, but they're interested in that, and the fact that it's found in the water downriver, and
It was found in the water.
It's just strange. It's strange. We're going to go and just check in with 2 of the search teams. This is a rickety road we're going to be going down to reach them, though. Likely going to be picking up 2 of them to come back to vehicles so that they can come and the rest of them can get picked up.
I'm good. Anyone want out of this? Good.
Okay. So just continue on then. So you guys are going to go to the pipeline, it is the pipeline trail, and then walk on the opposite side of the woods. It's a pretty thick trail. And then I guess just follow along the water. Do you guys think, see what time you're at when you get to the water, though? Because you'll see you're still.
Yeah, I got you.
You're got a ways up here to go and down there. So, and I want to start really getting people out by 4.
Yeah. What time is it now?
2. Yeah, 2 hours. This, by far, has been the most difficult to manage during the search because you're having to check in with each team every 30 minutes, and things come up, you have to go and talk to property owners who are upset that we're there. I will have you charged for trespassing.
What did the other one, Denise?
This has been by
There's two of
far
them,
one
honey.
of the more difficult ones to manage from a safety perspective. Now that I've been here, I'm even in my own mind trying to comprehend how it can be possible that these kids wandered off and they haven't been found, especially after being.
Did you hear that? Oh, listen to that.
Even in my. This has been by far one of the more.
Hold on.
And things come up. You have to go and talk to property owners who are upset that we're there. I will have you charged for trespassing. Do it. This has been by far one of the more difficult ones to manage from a safety perspective. Now that I've been here, I'm even in my own mind trying to comprehend how it can be possible that these kids wandered off and they haven't been found, especially
Because they didn't. Because they fucking didn't wander off. It's that simple. It's really that simple. And anybody who believes that they wandered off at this point is ridiculous. And guys, I can say that, I've learned some things in the past couple days that I have a little more confidence in the RCMP now that they know that feel like they know. I know that they know some things, if that makes sense. And so we've got to find Jack and Lily. We've got to find them. We've got to find them. We got to find them.
after being in there and seeing all the flagging tape and hearing from all the property owners that we spoke with what the searching has been done, I'm having a really hard time fathoming that probability now that I've seen it for myself.
And what makes you say that?
Many things, but I think most importantly it is the amount of effort that search and rescue has put forward to try and find these kids and how quick they were able to start that process. I just find it more unlikely by the minute today that they had wandered. I'm not saying it's not possible. It's just I after seeing it, I can't understand how they wouldn't have been found that first day. We're not stopping. We have to stop because winter's approaching. And we will come back in springtime and do a search dependent on what RCMP's involvement in springtime will be. So, and who knows what will be learned throughout the winter. When the families ask for help, you can't really say no, whether it's a current case or whatever. We have the capacity to do it. We shot from the hip here and planned this in 2 weeks, and we were able to do it. And we were able to clear many kilometers just by asking for locals to come help. So it can certainly be done. And, we're in it until they're found.
Can you just imagine? It just pisses me off. It really does just piss me off that there is, in my opinion, people that absolutely know where Jack and Lily are right now. And these people are out there doing everything they can to find. That's just, it's taunting almost. You know what I mean? They would never, Boomer. You're exactly right. As retired cops in GSR, don't they? I don't know. And don't want the kids found speaks volumes. Hell yeah, it does. Family, they're acting like buffoons. Buffoons that they are. Okay. Have I shown y'all this one? Let me see. Bear with me. Okay, what's this? Let's look at this real quick before we get started.
This charity is leading recent efforts to find the two missing children in Nova Scotia.
The charity, called Please Bring Me Home, says it has secured a cadaver dog team that will be continuing targeted searches this week after the group began search efforts with volunteers on Saturday. 6-year-old Lily Sullivan and her 4-year-old brother, Jack Sullivan, went missing in Pictou County back in May. The family believes they wandered away from their home, and the provincial government is offering a reward of up to $150,000 for any information about the missing children.
Yep. I mean, that's a big reward, right? That is a big, big reward. And you would think that they would, someone would talk if they knew that, right? What is this? Lack of evidence is in itself. The person, Nick Oldreeve, says, lack of the evidence in itself. So if you walk away from an area and not find anything, it's still progress. And that's true, right? That's a way to look at it, because every time you don't find something, it's still, you know that they are not there. We know where they're not, right? And which means essentially you get closer every time because we know where they're not. So that's the way I think we got to look at it.
It's been more than 6 months since Lily and Jack Sullivan were reported missing from their home in Lansdowne Station. But now, a renewed search led by a group from Ontario is set to take place this weekend, with an emphasis on the banks along the middle river of Pictou.
I think that if those children wound up in the middle river of Pictou, that there's a high possibility we locate them on Saturday.
Oldreeve says about 40...
We've seen this one already. Okay. All right, moving along here. Hope someone sent me some. Did I show you this? Wait 1 second, guys. I apologize. Let me just make sure we showed this one. Yeah, we showed this one. Okay. All right. Moving along. One more thing, and then I'll be done. I promise, guys. 1 second. Jack and Lilly Sullivan. I just want to make sure there's nothing else out from today. Nope. Wait. This was 2 hours ago. It says 2 hours ago. CTV. Okay, this is new. This is brand new. And then I want to show y'all some stuff. Guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up button.
Early morning Saturday, teams were already moving from the Lansdowne Station Community Center, heading straight into the steep, water-soaked woods where Jack and Lily may have wandered.
The path has been very rough. The waters are high. The water's cold. We've had a lot of people slip, fall into the water. A lot of people are wet.
The search organization, Please Bring Me Home, brought in volunteers from...
Look at that person. They're turning around.
Please Bring Me Home brought in volunteers from Nova Scotia and Ontario, some with experience in long-term missing persons cases.
Various members of Jack and Lily's family reached out over the course of the last 6 months to us to get involved. The anxiety that is within them right now that we're coming into winter, and we felt that we could probably offer something.
The search team looked for any sign of the children.
We're basically looking for Lily's backpack. We're looking for boots. We're looking for clothing. We're looking for anything that they may have had with them. Lily's doll.
While they didn't find those, the search turned up a number of other items, including a child's t-shirt, blanket, and a tricycle. According to RCMP, none of it is relevant to their investigation. For friends of Jack and Lily's family, all of it has been emotional and overwhelming. Many have never taken part in a search until now.
It's definitely very eye-opening to see how difficult it is going through the land. Opens your eyes as to how it is very easy for something that could potentially be missed, because it is like a giant puzzle out there.
Family members walk the riverbanks too. stepping over downed trees, navigating steep slopes, and moving slowly through the cold November water.
There's two people that walk closer along the riverbeds, and then there's people stationed out along farther up through, so we're covering a wide area as we walk forward.
About 30 volunteers spent hours pushing through the cold on Saturday, hoping to find even a single item that could point to where the children may have gone. The group says they'll keep coming back as long as there are places left to check. Todd?
It sounds like there are many. Hafsa are starting us off in the news center on this Monday. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So I want to get into some of these documents that I was looking at because, Daniel has done some interviews since then. Did y'all see this before I go? I kind of talked about it last night, but I found finally the receipt on that. And let me show you this. I put it on the community tab, by the way. Here it is. Daniel, remember he said that he he said he doesn't go under different screen names. Watch this. Miss Carol, it's not showing the whole thing. Damn. I didn't realize it didn't show the whole thing. But anyway, up here, it shows Daniel. Daniel thought it was something else. He thought he was going under a profile named Courtney Madonna. Yes, Courtney Madonna. And he wrote this out. I want to make sure this is fully known. Don't play the intentions I have toward finding them safely. I talk openly, like I read to you yesterday. Oh my God. And you know something? I'm just like, Daniel, you just exposed yourself. You really did. You just exposed yourself. And I pray that keeps happening. I really do. I pray that keeps happening. And I believe that he has been exposing himself all this time. So Miss Courtney Madonna, aka Daniel, we're going to start calling him Madonna. You little pre-Madonna. Yeah, exactly. Why would he be going under screen names like this? It's crazy. He is a little Madonna. He's a little diva is what she is, Daniel. All right. Okay, so let's get into it. So I was looking over, just really taking my time reading these documents and noticing some things here. It just cracks me up because he brought it up on his own. Again, Daniel did this to himself when he did this last interview. It's like a little prayer. You're going to be on your knees, Daniel, with Bubba. He's going to take you there. In the midnight hour, you're going to feel the power. Yes, you are. Bubba is going to take you there, Miss Danny. They're going to call you Madonna. That's what they're going to do. And I can't wait for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Get him, Bubba. Get him. Yes. Well, Bubba's going to take him there. Yeah. Well, he's got 3 hots and a cot. He's gonna have, uh, 3 Johns and a Ron. That's what he's gonna have. 3 Johns and a Ron, not 3 hots and a cot. Hopefully, anyways. That's what we're hoping for. Justin Kiley's in chat. Wrote, call him. Justin Kiley in chat wrote, call him McDaniel. That's funny. Oh, sorry, Madaniel. Madaniel. Gotcha. Yes. Yes, Madaniel. Oh, God. That's funny as crap. Okay, what? Oh, to be a fly on the wall when Bubba gets him. Oh, yeah. You know what, Daniel? You will not be, you won't think, let me just tell you how sick this mother chicken is. You know how he said he wanted to play out the fantasy of R-ing his girlfriend? You might get your fantasy, Daniel. If and you'll see that it's not as fun as in your sick little head, right? Yeah. It's not as fun, is it? At all. Uh-oh, what do we got here? 1 second. Oh, thank you for that. I see. Okay, thank you so much. I got that. I got that text. Great. Okay. Did Madonna like younger guys? Didn't Madonna like younger guys? Yeah, she did. When you call my name. Mm-hmm. That's right. Okay. So I was looking at reading some of these documents and just really trying to think on them. And this is Daniel providing some statements here. I think he provided 3 different statements. If I do remember correctly. Okay. Bear with me. 2 statements provided by Malehya provided 2 statements. Okay. All right. Sorry, I was just looking at over the other document. All right. So Daniel provided a 3rd statement to police on May 6, 2025. The following is a summary of what he said. Daniel said when the kids went missing, Malehya's wait, no, I want to get back. That's not the one I wanted first. We're going to get to that one. Okay. Which one was it I want to do first? Just bear with me. Okay. We'll start with this one. Regarding the family situation, Daniel said they used to live with Malehya's grandmother, but they moved, and this is redacted, and this was 1 second. My mic just completely went out. That was very weird. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Can y'all hear me still? You can hear me? Okay. All right, perfect. This is redacted. This is redacted. They moved to Daniel's mother's house, and Daniel's mother moved into the camping trailer on the property, which I believe she absolutely resents them for that. Daniel's uncle and father lived down the road. We're aware of that. He has a good relationship with his family. Do you, Daniel? Daniel said Lily and Jack were sheltered. Okay. That's a lie. That's a straight out lie. Those kids are not sheltered. They were not sheltered. They are the last thing from sheltered. Not at all. Does anyone think Jack and Lily were sheltered? At all? Nobody ever aggresses them. Yeah. Not at all. Yeah. That's what Daniel told him. Daniel said Jack and Lily were sheltered. Now, this is interesting to me, this part right here. His mother, sorry, wait, I skipped a line. Daniel said Lily and Jack were sheltered, but they always watched them outside, including his mother, i.e. Janie. Now, this is the next thing. This is, I find interesting. His mother would always tell them if they didn't have coats or boots on. Isolated, yeah. Not sheltered, yeah. Now, he says they're sheltered. They would always watch them outside, but they get outside. First of all, you're not. If you watch them when they're outside, your mother doesn't constantly have to, call you and tell you that they don't have shoes or coats on. Right? If a kid is sheltered, you protect them from the outside world. You might be a little overbearing if that's but probably not the right word that I'm looking. But he's talking here saying that they're sheltered, but they always watch them outside. Comma, including his mother. His mother would tell them if they didn't have coats and boots on. That tells me that they were never fucking watched. They were never watched. If your kids are always going outside without coats and boots, and your mother-in-law or your mom is having to call, they're not being watched. Why go after kids sent? They should go after Daniel's sent. I agree. Not at all, Kim. Not at all. Not at all. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So that's a lie. That's a lie. Tells me they got out a lot without coats and shoes and all that stuff, which also means something really bad could have happened, like some type of accident, right? If Janie watched him all the time, why didn't Daniel? Well, exactly. And that's a very good point, Annette. Chef's kiss. Great point. If Janie watched them all the time, why didn't Daniel go to the trailer first that morning to see if Janie saw them instead of heading into the woods and driving away? That should have been the first place. That should have been the first place. The raking still gets you. Janie says she was not raking now. She wasn't raking. She wasn't hoeing around. None of that. And that was a double entendre, just so you know it, the way I said that. So, yeah, because it's all lies. That's what I'm saying. It's all lies. It's all lies. Now, she says, we'll get to it in this document. I was just trying to put some of these pieces together, that Jack and Lily might have went out a little bit Thursday evening outside. If I recall correctly, Janie said they were outside Thursday night a little bit looking for bugs and stuff. But you're either outside or you're not. You're not, you might have been outside. You are, you're not. Hey, Sarah, good to see ya. Okay, joyous, everyone coming in. Hello, darlings. All right. And then this is redacted here, which I find interesting underneath this. There's something very interesting here. Now, here it says, he said, discipline in the house was just talking to the kids and telling them why they could not do things. Does anyone believe that? I'll take one no for 1,000. Alex? No, not a chance. Okay. Daniel said the kids, okay. All right, let me get to this one. Daniel provided 2 statements to police on May 2nd and May 4th. The following is a summary of what he said. Daniel said Malehya took the baby, Meadow, and left her with the family. She blocked him on social media, and he couldn't get in contact with her. Daniel said he rarely used, he says, listen to this. Daniel said he rarely used or checked his phone, but has done so more in the last 3 days since the kids went missing. I do not believe that. Daniel, like most of us, doesn't get 2 feet away from his phone. He doesn't get 2 feet away from his phone. But we're going to find something else. Remember that part about him saying he rarely ever gets to the phone, right? He doesn't. But now that the kids are missing, of course, he's on the phone, right? I can't roll my eyes hard enough. Okay. So it says Daniel said he rarely used it or rarely checked it. Remember that, his phone, but has done more so in the last 3 weeks since the kids went missing. When asked about Friday morning, this is the morning the kids went missing, Daniel said the following. Daniel said he was in the bedroom and Malehya and Meadow were in bed with him. Okay? Lily came in a couple times. Came in the room. Not poked her head in the room. She came into the room. But he did, oh, sorry, hold on. A couple of times, but he did not check his phone to see the time. How convenient. How convenient, Daniel. But listen to this. The television was on and it was daylight outside. But I thought Meadow was asleep. So they're talking about, they're telling Jack and Lily, or Lily, to shh, be quiet, be quiet. Don't wake up your sister. Don't wake up your sister. But also, Malehya says the kids earlier that morning woke up Meadow. She says they woke up Meadow, and she got her out of the crib, right? She got her out of the crib and put her in the bed with her and Daniel. Okay. But they're also saying, shh, 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 don't wake up Meadow. But the TV is on. The TV is on. So I don't know about all that. Right. You see why none of this makes sense and why there is so many conflicting information is because it didn't happen. It did not happen, in my opinion. Okay. Daniel says the television was on and it was daylight outside. It gets daylight pretty early in May, doesn't it? Lily didn't say anything. Okay. Now this is a changing thing. Meadow's 18 months old. She's not going to remember. Yeah, correct. Yeah, she's not going to remember. Now this is a changing thing. Daniel said in the documents, he said for months and months and months that Lily never said anything. And if a kid walks into your room multiple times, they want something. They want you to turn on the TV for them. They want some breakfast. They want to do something, right? He's totally pathetic, Deborah. Totally. But they want something. But Daniel recently said, exactly. But Daniel recently said that Lily said, hello, Daddy. Hello, Daddy. Hey, Jerry Lynn. Because the kids woke her up. Well, Wolfie, this is the thing. I agree. If you put a kid down to sleep at 10 o'clock and it's 7 o'clock or something, 10 o'clock at night, 7 in the morning, and she's, 16 months old, and she is woken up, she's not going to go back to sleep. That baby is not going to go back to sleep that quick. After being woken up by siblings, nope. They are wired. They are ready to take on the world. They're ready to take on the world. Okay? So, yeah. Okay. But he says Lily didn't say anything, but recently over in DT's chat, Daniel says, Lily says, hello, Dad or Daddy or something like that. Again, she's not just going to come in the room multiple times and say, hey, Daddy. If a kid keeps coming back, they obviously want something or need something. Something's, wrong. Okay. Lily didn't say anything. She would just open the door and look in and then leave again. I don't believe that at all. She did that 2 or 3 times. They used to remind her not to rush in the room because they wanted to make sure Meadow got a good sleep. Sometimes the kids would wake her up. Well, Malehya said they woke her up that morning. Number one, right? Number two, what was my second point with that? What was my other point with that? I need to pull up my notes maybe. They used to remind her not to rush in the okay, she's sick. Right, Malehya? Right, Daniel? Y'all kept her home for 2 days. Or Malehya kept her home 2 days. Well, if she's sick, even though you've drug her all over town the day before, then if she came there, she needed something. Or she wanted something. Right? Daniel said he got up and he didn't hear the kids. He thought it was only a few minutes since Lily last poked her head in the door. So here, Lily just pokes her head in the door. Listen to this. He went out and saw the backsliding door was closed. The kids didn't usually close it when they went outside. Their boots were gone. Daniel ran around the house looking for them, but they were not there. Malehya got up when he got up as well and was looking for the kids. Now, first of all, if kids don't shut the door, they're not going to shut it any other time when they're that size. They do what they do. They don't even think about it. When kids go outside, they're not worried about a door. They're worried about just getting out there as fast as they can, most of them. Most of them, will not close the door. They go through at least a stage of that. Right? But all of a sudden this morning, they did. Okay. Daniel ran around the house looking for them, but they were not there. Malehya got up when he got up as well and was looking for the kids. Daniel ran outside, but they were not in the yard, and he couldn't see them. Okay. He got in his car and drove. Okay. He got in his car and drove. Okay. And then around in the woods, he ran around in the woods looking for them. Right? Now, this is what it says next. He searched for hours, F-O-R, not F-O-U-R, F-O-R, 4 hours. How could you have searched 4 hours before you called 911? No, F-O-R, Joyous. F-O-R, not F-O-U-R. 4 hours. Not the number 4, F-O-R. He searched 4 hours. He searched for hours. He got in the car and drove around, then ran around in the woods looking for them. He searched for hours. Well, I think that hours did go by. I do believe hours did go by, Daniel. I do. 4 hours meaning 2 hours. That there's not a specific number on 4, FOR. So 4 is more than 2. 2 is a couple, 3 is what, a few? Many hours, yeah. Now, I would say if he was left, if he left at night, after midnight, which we're going to get to in this document while I was reading it a little bit closer, that took hours, right? That took hours. Miss L95. This is some of it here is. So there's that. Okay. Okay. So he says he searched for hours. He said, listen to this, which we knew this one, but he said he did not look at the time. What? Daniel, what do you mean you didn't look at the fucking time? You know what time Malehya called the police? Which was 10:01, and you said you were getting in your car at that time. But you see, that's not searching for hours. We've always asked you this, Daniel. How could you have went and ran through the culverts and wading up to your waist in water and going down these dirt roads in about 10, 15 minutes? It's just not possible, not even for a super Daniel like you. Okay? So he's not telling us, obviously, but he's not telling us something in this. He's keeping a big part of this story out. Because what he did might have took hours, in my opinion. I believe it did. And many times, and like I always say, most of the time, really, when people lie, there is some truth in it. It's got to have what I always call the lie has to have an anchor. So they can remember it, build off of it, right? So I think, Friday morning, meaning after midnight, Thursday night into Friday morning, it certainly may have taken hours. Okay. But he says he did not look at the time. That's impossible. That's impossible. You knew what time it was. You were in Malehya's car, right? And Malehya called at 10:01. And this is what he says. And didn't even take his phone. He searched for hours. He said he did not look at the time and didn't even take his phone regarding, he said. Okay. Now, all right. Let me find it here. Bear with me, guys. Okay. The kids did not go to school because Malehya thought Lily was sick. They all left home around lunchtime. This is Thursday. Okay. Right? This is Thursday, right? Let me make sure. Let me just make sure. Or is this Wednesday? Make sure. 1 second. Okay, this is where was it? Malehya kept Lily and Jack home at school on Thursday morning because they had a cough. Well, she kept him home Wednesday. Well, no, Wednesday they didn't have school. That's right. Okay, so this is Thursday for sure. Okay. Just want to make sure. All right. They all left home around lunchtime and got gas at the Circle K in Alma. Then went through the Tim Hortons drive-thru for food. Daniel said he thought the kids were sleeping. Is that early? Is that a little early for kids to be sleeping? Like lunchtime in the car already? Maybe it's not. I don't know. Okay. But that makes me wonder. I'm going to be honest with you guys. That makes me wonder if they were giving them medicine to knock them out so they didn't have to mess with them. You know what I mean? Zanny the nanny. Remember that saying? We don't gotta with you, so take something, we'll give you something and knock them out. I don't know. To me, it just seems like wide open. I mean, like, I just don't see 3 kids being asleep in the back like that right after. What's that? Just meet April? Magdalena, what if they were already sleeping forever? I don't think that that's possible because they were seen after this. They were seen after this. Yeah, all 3 sleeping. It's a very common thing, unfortunately, for these parents. They don't want to deal with their kids. They'll give them something. And Daniel said something one time that kind of it piqued my interest a little bit. I just thought it was, I mean, I get it, but I don't. But he said, the kids don't get to go anywhere. She will not take them anywhere. She won't take them to town without me. Right? Because they're always saying they won't listen to Malehya, but they'll listen to me. So I just kind of thought, ooh, was something given? Was something given? I don't know. But yeah, he says that they're at Tim Hortons drive-through for food. Now look at that. Also, I want to say this. Daniel said he thought the kids were sleeping. Now, in this document, thank you so much, Magdalena, by the way. I apologize, honey. Thank you so much. In this document, Malehya says they might have gotten Jack and Lilly something to eat at Tim Horton that day, wasn't it? Wasn't it Tim Hortons? I'm pretty sure it was. And if they're sleeping in the back, according to Daniel, then what's going on? What's going on? Okay. All right. Daniel said he thought the kids were sleeping. They drove to Truro and went to Malehya's grandmother's house to do laundry and spent most of the day there. They went shopping at Walmart and got food. So obviously the kids, as long as they went in, are going to be on camera. Okay. They got food. Something is redacted. They left her grandmother's around 9:30 p.m. and got home around 10:30 p.m. This is Wednesday. Then they put the kids to bed. Daniel said he thought Malehya put them to bed. He didn't know that they were, sorry, this is Thursday night. I keep saying Wednesday, but it's Thursday night. I don't know why I keep saying Wednesday. Wait, I'm confusing my own self. Hold on. What day is this? Bear with me, guys. Malehya said, took the baby. The kids did not go to school because Malehya thought the kids were sick. Okay. This is when asked about Friday morning, Daniel said the following. So this is Thursday. Okay. This is weird then. Okay, he's got Thursday. Okay, this is weird. Daniel got Thursday mixed up with Wednesday. bet there 20 loads. I bet there was 20 loads of laundry. I guess. Because wasn't there a footnote on this document about that? I'm pretty sure. Sorry, this is annoying me now. Okay. Read this. They went to Malehya's house to do laundry and went to Walmart and got food. They left with their grandmothers around 9:30 p.m. and they got around home around 10:30 p.m. Then put the kids to bed. Daniel said he thought Malehya put them to bed. Daniel, well, the document says Thursday. But Daniel is telling them, Malehya, okay. Daniel said he thought Malehya put the bed. He said he did not know what they were wearing because they were underneath the covers when he checked on them. Now listen to that. What does he say about this? There was no school Wednesday. It's not the documents mixed up. It's the person saying the documents are mixed up. It's the person giving whatever. It's Daniel and Malehya that's mixed up. Yeah, he's blending Wednesday and Thursday is what he's doing. So remember, Daniel said that he checked on the kids Thursday night. I do too, Shelby. He checked on the kids Thursday night, looked under the cover, or didn't look under the cover, or he couldn't see them because their covers was on, right? Remember, he turned the light on about midnight, and that's what it always confuses me, this part right here, but it's important. Now, remember, now we know right here. Let me show you this. Watch this. If I got it, damn. This is important, guys. My ass off on this 1 second. I got so much stuff pulled up. Okay, here we go. All right, you know how he's blending it. He is blending two different things, 2 different days. Daniel's leaking.
What did he say?
He said, as it came out of his mouth, heartbreaking and saddening to hear what the words that came out of his mouth. And for me, all I was trying to do was ever help. Like that's all I've been doing is cooperating, and to see that and hear that, I mean, it was pretty saddening.
What did he say?
He said your Thursday and all the way leading into Friday morning, there's not enough detail. And I said to him that Thursday.
Daniel, did he tell you there was not enough detail, or did he say you're full of shit because you're blending 2 days in together and we know you're lying to the crack of your ass? Is that what he said?
It was just an ordinary day until I woke up on Friday morning. And that's when like life changed. There was nothing like life changing on Thursday. It was a normal day. So therefore, there was nothing detailed that needed to be remembered that day until Friday morning.
So he was mentioning something along the lines of something happened Thursday night,
Yeah.
and your story isn't matching up.
Yeah, well, not just matching, it didn't have enough detail for him personally. And then that's when I asked him, do you know anything on the case? And he said, not really. I've seen you on the news once. And that kind of alarmed me, or, shocking, because you're having somebody that's trying to get you to admit to something and they don't know any details. So therefore, my Thursday didn't have any details. Your knowledge of the case didn't have any details. So you shouldn't try to force something on me without knowing any of the background.
Did he make any accusations at you?
Yeah, he did. He said that Thursday didn't have enough details, and we think you did something to the kids Thursday night. And I asked him, like, what are you talking about? Like, I just ran through whole Thursday and
I just noticed something right here. He says, we think you did something. And he says, what do you mean? He didn't deny it. Do you notice that? He didn't say, most people would say, we think you did something. Well, no way. No way. You instantly deny it. Instantly deny it. But he's like, what do you mean? He wants to know more. He wants to hear more. But listen to this, because we're going to go back to this document. He didn't deny any of it. Yes.
Like, we just spent the last 20 minutes talking, and there's not enough detail because I thought it was an ordinary day. In the end, like, cadaver dogs were there. They went through, and the story continues. In conclusion to all this, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. I'm still helping investigators at every turn we could possibly think of, and hopefully we see some kind of resolution soon, or some kind of outcome that's positive.
How's that communication in your relationship with RCMP now, 5 months later, and then given that interaction a few weeks ago?
At this point, I go to them. They don't ever come to me. It's just like I have to contact them. I have to go to them. And it's been like that for a little while now, because
you're nervous as shit.
And there's only so much I can do. I was told not to pursue any leads. So I'm not the one who's going to be going out there investigating.
Why do you pursue leads? Because you're still out there talking to people and finding out new details.
By pursuing leads, they mean if I have a lead, I don't track it down in person. But yeah, like, I'm still open to talk to the public. I have no fake accounts. I don't have anything that would be not under my name. Like, I go fully into every comment with my name present. So I have nothing to hide. People are free to message me whenever, and people are free to discuss anything they want with me. Any angle, any perspective that they have, I'm open to it. And I will pass it along to investigators if it's a solid perspective. Every tip matters. All 800 and almost 900 of them matter.
Do you find that engaging helps for you?
It doesn't help me mentally, that's for sure, but I still do it. I'm basically desensitized to all judgment at this point.
Oh, good. Okay. All right, so look at this. All right. Daniel, and let me tell you something. Daniel does not want to talk about Thursday night. That's why he is making stuff up. That is why he's combining Wednesday night and actually Thursday night. And if you remember, actually in the documents here, it says Daniel may have been confusing or something like that. The days apart. No, at this time, he wasn't confusing them. He doesn't want to talk about it. That's all. He doesn't want to talk about it. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Mama. Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate you. Love you, Shannon. No canine officer is going to let him go anywhere around the dog or when they were searching. Well, Tropicana, that's normally the truth. That is. But the RCMP, one of the handlers or something, was too big to get under the trailer. And so they actually had allegedly Daniel up underneath the trailer. Thank you so much, Shannon. Appreciate you, lovely. Very kind to me. Okay. Now, Daniel says he thought he left the grandmother's. Okay, Daniel said he thought he left Malehya. Daniel said he thought Malehya put them to bed, meaning the kids, Thursday night. He didn't know what they were wearing because they were underneath the covers when he checked. Daniel said he thought he went to bed fairly early that night. No. Malehya says the complete opposite. And didn't wake up until it was light the next morning. He remembered getting an email that Malehya had marked the kids absent from school on his phone around 6:18 a.m. on Friday. If that doesn't tell you right there, I know a lot of this time we thought that this was Wednesday. No, this is Thursday night. This is Thursday night into Friday morning. So Daniel is lying through his ass here. He is lying through his ass. Right? Because, hold on, how does he say it here? Okay. School marked on his phone around 6:18 on Friday morning. Okay. Daniel later said Malehya had to get redacted on Thursday between 12:40 and 1:40. So he thought they must have done that before they went to Truro. You see what he's doing? You see what he's doing right there? He didn't go to the doctor that day. What day did Malehya go to doctor? Was it Wednesday or Thursday? Okay. So he's saying Malehya went to the doctor before they went to Truro. Right? Thursday. Right, Joyce. Okay. Which is not true, right? Because, I mean, the doctor part is true, but the part about him going to bed early, them doing the laundry, they didn't do the laundry Thursday. They did that Wednesday. But Daniel is adding it to the Thursday. So we thought they must have done that before they went to Truro. Daniel could not remember if they went to town on Wednesday or not, is the next sentence. Daniel could not remember if they went to town on Wednesday or not. He does not want he is denying Wednesday here because he is adding the Wednesday and making it Thursday intentionally. Oh, I just got my days mixed up. What did Shannon say? Oh, yeah. Absolutely, Shannon. Absolutely. 1,000%. Okay. He said he had a conversation with someone that was helping him with his... One second. Bear with me. Okay. What page is that? Damn, do I got it right there? The kids did not go to school because Malehya. Sorry, there's just so many of these right here, guys. What page is this? Oh, God, I'm way behind. Okay. Bear with me. Okay. Look at this. Right here. All right. On the day Jack and Lily went missing, Malehya, she heard... All right, this is Janie, actually. I'm pretty sure this is Janie. This is Janie. One second. Malehya said she was not woken up throughout the night and does not... Okay. Here we go. Malehya kept Lily and Jack home from Thursday morning because they had a cough. She contacted the school through the app at 6:18 a.m. The kids got up and came into their bedroom. Meadow was already up and in bed with Malehya. Okay. This is Thursday morning. They got up and headed out to get the kids breakfast. They wanted the TV on and they wanted to play with their toys. Everyone woke up around 9 a.m. So they all slept in, right? Malehya said she tidied the house throughout the day. Bullshit. After the kids. She said she also scrolled on her phone at one point because she was overstimulated. And it says she had a New Glasgow in the afternoon, a doctor's appointment in New Glasgow on Thursday, and she and Daniel went with all the kids. Then they drove the 2017 Nissan Pathfinder. They went to the Big Stop gas and thought they may have gotten the kids bagels at Tim Hortons. Daniel stayed in his car with the kids. She got redacted. Then they went to Starbucks before going home. See, Malehya is telling the truth here, right, about the days. But Daniel is the one lying. Daniel, why are you the one always lying? Shannon, I learned something the other day, and I do believe that they, in my opinion, at the very least, in my opinion, secretly, like internally, they have to know. They have to be watching a person or two, in my opinion, internally. Right? Okay. Now, Malehya said they were getting to bed that night, and when they went around 9 o'clock, but usually go at 7 p.m., Lily was wearing a pink sweater, pink pajamas with the shape of a Barbie, and pink socks. Her hair was shoulder length, and her backpack was beside her. Jack was wearing black sweatpants, a t-shirt, and a diaper, as he was only partially trained. Daniel stayed up. Crap. Oh, God. 1 second, guys. Eek. I'm sorry, guys. I'm having some trouble. 1 second. I tell you, it's been a day. It's been a day with this thing. Is it still set for? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, y'all. What time is it set for? Oh, is that for today? I thought I switched them. Mm-hmm. I gotta do that. I'll switch them till tomorrow. I'll switch them till tomorrow so that way we can.